welcome back to Sorcerous Sundries. How can I help you?
The Roakan's illusion is blissfully unaware of its caster's demise, but remains bound to its duties.
You're sure to find what you're looking for. Please come again soon.
Sol Invictus!
Look! It's so pretty!
Those charms all sound a bit out of my price range.
You're just mad I sell more.
Banra, you stay here.
Mason. A good mason turns up for work. Tamrin ain't a
I agree. Who'd have thought a werecow could be written so beautifully?
You fools. Obviously dust.
A tribute to liberty. Compliments of Stony and Bony.
Such a basic choice, Morgan. Listen, I know what I like.
Where did you say the book?
Water liberty in Spain.
The fountain! There! Ah! But if you can see it, that means I've kind of lost it, right? Don't be mean, Connor. No, I don't like brain riddles. Stupid Connor. Throwing my book. Sorry. Mum said I shouldn't talk to strangers.
I don't care what Emmon said. I'm not getting the ball. And you can't make me.
We redden our steel by the light of day in his name. But you are not the lamb for our slaughter. It seems you've won Lady Oren's favor. Join us in this act of slaughter, in Baal's name. Then you betray Oren and Baal himself. Your blood will spill for this.
Unleash me.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Let this murder be his punishment.
The Dread Lord calls!
Still breathing, despite everything.
Keep out of this, Captain. Do not forget who you serve.
Of course, I just thought you might need assistance.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. The fist has a tadpole, but something's off.
Not I. We. And we do not serve.
Defective. Very well. Another offering to Baal.
me strike.
Impero. Let this murder be his sacrament.
Fading fast. I must heal.
Quick! Must be quick. This mind is small, fragile. Listen now.
Entering her mind is like stepping aboard a sinking ship. The architecture of her consciousness buckles and collapses. Thoughts yield to a flood of overwhelming power. The Elder Brain.
Do not waste time. This mind cannot bear us. It turns to liquid. Listen, just listen. We learn. We grow. Loosen our clumsy bindings. Aid us. Necromancer dead. Changeling and tyrant remain at odds. Kill them. You have a place in my grand design.
The Elder Brain uses the infected like puppets. Such tremendous power.
What happened? Why do I taste copper?
Steamed and prepared.
Who are that lot? Need to report this. Need to get reinforcements.
Joy in stone, complements of stony and bony.
I really need my hair doing, so you'll have to wait in line.
No way to... I wouldn't hold your breath if you're here to see Figaro.
I couldn't take standing in that godforsaken line a moment longer.
Oi, you! Get in the bloody queue! How long do you think Master Pennygood expects us to wait? I'm bored already.
Can't even browse while he's with a client.
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord, Baal. Together, we shall transcend. A challenger. My lord tests me. This pity is awful. Will be your grave, challenger. Savor your final breath. My last kill will be coming.
Might will prevail.
Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate.
This is your end.
Another fight. Let's go.
No way to run a business. Can't even browse while you...
Under pressure.
My victims await. Understood.
to run a business, I say. Can't even clients.
Simple.
Do you think we could swim to the opposite?
Two steps at a time.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even prowl.
What now?
You mean what else is down there?
Magic, innit?
I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you were there. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. Devella Fountainhead, Constable of the Flaming Fist. I've been investigating the recent spate of murders across the city. I was on my way to the upper city when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see if I could help. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. Now, if you don't mind, I need to draft a report to my superiors before I forget it all. But don't worry. I'll be sure to put in a good word for you. You do? How? Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. He ruled the Iron Throne. A dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, he amassed an army, seeking to become a god himself. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. The Baal cult is back, and someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work.
I've not ruled out the possibility that it is Saravok himself. The brutality of the killings is certainly reminiscent of his work. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. Try to convince my superiors to put some resources into this matter. After what's happened here, they might finally take this seriously. Might. You really are a godsend. Meet me at Basilisk Gate if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing? Truly. Then you're made of sterner stuff than I, friend. I'll confess, it terrified me greatly. Can you imagine dressing entirely in red? Jests aside, thank you. You forever have my humblest gratitude and a most generous discount on my wares. I sell anything and everything needed to cultivate your countenance. The best you'll find in Baldur's Gate. Certainly better than any dreck you'll pick up in Worm's Crossing. In the face of such horror, I don't see that I have much choice. Now, how may I help you today?
Can't believe someone would try and murder Master Figaro. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Well, unless it was buzzing around one of his fitting rooms.
I'm ever so glad Master Figaro was saved. I'd have been out of a job otherwise.
Do you think we could swim?
Odin says I have to what? I'm sorry, I didn't know we had God's damned royals staying with us. Can't this wait till morning? Oh, fine. Right, you. Food? Supplies? What do you want? Enjoy your night.
Leave Aelin to her sorrow. Likely the wizard only reminds her of all the other fools, past and present, who have sought to use her.
I grow tired of these false faces. Every corner we turn, another. And now it is my face they use to turn Minsk against us. I am sorry, but I am just tired.
It is some defect of the mind, I think, to stubbornly insist you are following the light, even as you blunder through the darkness. Or perhaps the defect is mine. When I left Minsk to this fate, I believed I had no choice. I believe it still. We were ignorant of our enemy, unarmed against the cult. I made the right decision, but I do not like how easily I made it. Minsk would have never left me behind, no matter what happened. That is his problem entire. The past century left Minsk unchanged. And so he believes the world has never changed, that I have not. You saw the fool, hanging on the doppelganger's every word for no other reason than it wears my face. You think I flatter myself in believing it is my face alone that Minsk follows? Mahler mark me, but I find myself hoping he is tadpoled. Come then. We need a lead, and bullying this banker ought to make me feel better.
A letter from Oren.
again. Today's edition's cheap, if you fancy it. Cool, thanks. Come back tomorrow for the next edition.
The printing block has never been so hot. Scandals, vandals, where to buy your sandals? It's all here in the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. A gazette a day keeps the ignorance away.
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur.
The devil's fee.
You're scared.
Oh, knock it off! Let's go home!
Why? Well, exactly as your dad. Liberated.
This edition looks better than ever.
The one with that zinc in his chest plate.
That might be worth a look.
I thought I was done for. Lady Luck, bless you. Sightseeing. What do you think? I filched the wrong baldy and got myself buried for the trouble. Stone Lord, he calls himself. More like stone shite. The very one. And my idiot self didn't realize till I was finger deep in his pockets. Won't be making that mistake again. Look, I ain't got much in the way of thanks, but the stiff below has some fancy doodads. You're welcome to them.
They got the bad man, Mum, so we're safe now. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be okay.
To think a man lay buried beneath death's soil. It is an abomination of his will. You did well to free him.
Don't give me trouble now.
Trap. Be cautious. Be wary. This place is trapped. Step carefully. There's a trap. Careful. There are traps about.
A trap. As if we are a horde of dumb-footed dwergar.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. Better not be cursed.
Sharp as ever. Let's see.
Let's move.
reporting.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Pride of the gate.
Vlaakith's will be done.
I am listening.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Don't think I've had CRISPR. Also, some
these days. I'm sure she left some hair. Or two. You eaten at the elf song before? Awful, just awful. I had a stew there once that looked like it had a finger in it.
You've got to talk to the locals if you want the true story about Stelmane's death. The Gazette would never print all the juicy details.
I was joking. You really aren't that interesting.
For a moment there, I thought you actually valued me as a person.
We just don't care. Besides, I don't think that'd achieve much in the long run. The problem's at the top. It always is.
Perhaps sending a strongly worded letter would be a good place to start?
If by strongly worded letter you
Moving
mean
in.
a brick through a window, then
I'll never understand people who don't want to be famous. The more the people like you, the more you can get away with.
Something heroic. That'll get their attention.
You can start by standing on a ladder.
The paper says we're safe here, but we're not. We may as well be outside the walls with the Absolute.
Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash's campaign.
got deliveries to manage.
Afraid I'll have to ask you to stop there. Only Etfard's allowed to use the basement elevator.
You ever heard of this many guards for a bloody broadsheet? It's ridiculous.
Don't know about you, but them big metal bastards really put me off my flow.
Greetings, Citizen Fluffington. I trust you are enjoying the city.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! Still missing one link. Oi, shove off. Don't be peeking at my scoop.
Hang on, wait, stay there. You reminded me of that word I was looking for, corpusculent. That's it. As you were.
Be vigilant, citizen.
Hang on! You're not allowed down in the basement. Only Master Needle is permitted access to the printworks.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story. Estra deals with the personal interviews and fluff pieces. I deal with the truth. And the truth is, you're a damned menace. I've never heard so much violence against innocent circus freaks before. The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. I would never reveal my sources, and certainly not to the likes of you. Besides, you're too late. The headlines are loaded into the printworks already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox populi, vox dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out? Would you care to escort them out?
Ending monstrosity of the Absolute. As the Absolute's forces stalk ever closer, take solace in his prayers, and know that we will be protected. And know that those who oppose Lord Baldur will find.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares.